This is an example of me cutting one of the barrels for a bird bath slash water collector or collecting rainwater. All right, all right, all right. Heard one individual start laughing after they made this statement. He must have said something wrong because they're coming around asking a lot of questions about him, specifically about weapons and the fact that, well, and then actually, I'll put it this way. Continued later on in the day, heard an individual stating to another individual that has been studying me because investigating me does no good because I never break the law. So I view it as more they're studying me. Indicate or state. No one has ever seen him with a gun. So in other words, they're coming to the conclusions that I've never had a gun. Wow. Boo-hoo. I really haven't. So, and then, let's see here. I'll mention everything I got done today. Let's put it this way. Filled in probably 2 foot deep by about 2 feet across. Probably about a 6 foot space of a hole under my parents' deck and step area with some dirt. Had to go dig the dirt out of the woods. And then I did that took about 2.5 hours. And then I did about an hour and a half of weed whacking in areas that haven't been weed whacked for a while. So there's a lot of weed whacking needing to be done out there. Then I came home and cut another water barrel, helped someone clean their floor mats for their vehicle, even used my own personal WD-40 to do so. And speaking of which, those individuals that were mentioning about the weapons, it's like, of course I've never had a gun. I don't believe in them personally for myself. I can't die. So why would I need it? Defense? I can't die. That is my defense. When I'm fighting someone or someone gets agitated over me, I just have to sit back and laugh at their face like I always do. But anyways, going off that subject earlier, they're trying to figure out how I got so smart. I don't have that pinched nerve no more. I've been this smart. I ain't studying nothing. I used to take screenshots and put them on Facebook to show everybody what I already knew, but I put it on there so everybody could learn. But yeah, and then they were also commenting probably about shortly after I got done cutting the water barrel the way I wanted it cut. They were indicating off to the east of here. How did he get such a precise cut on that water barrel? Because it's completely sealed. So you have to cut, in order to collect it, you have to cut off the top portion. It was a precise cut. Please. I've cut down more trees when I was 18, 19, and 20 for the county, in the county forest, than most people could ever even dream of having the pair to cut when it comes to cutting trees. You have to be precise. Those things are, 70 feet up there? And you can't take down the good trees. You can only take down the bad trees that are marked with an orange or red X, usually. That's a bad tree. Well, at least back then. I don't know how they do it now, spray paint or not, who knows. And I've split more wood than most people could ever dream of having a pair to split when it comes to splitting wood. And I haven't lost any fingers, and sometimes I'm pretty, not close with my fingers, but I'm pretty precise with how I want to cut or not, or split or not. I can be. I just have to be alone. Otherwise, if I'm around others, I'm too concerned about their safety. So I kind of take my luxurious, sweet time, which is because I'm concerned about their safety once again. Those are sharp items. Even to cut the water barrel, I was using two different hand saws. One with big gapped teeth areas to start the cut, that has a full handle going from one end all the way up and around, and a regular handsaw to cut and finish, or to actually cut it all the way around. I just used the first one to, but anyways. So yeah, I didn't get any smarter. I've been this smart. I just had a pinched nerve that, and precise cutting, well, that's simple. I've been doing that since, gosh, I was 20 or 42. So I was doing that 24 years ago. Most of y'all ain't even that old that might watch this video, if at all. Anyways, that's ingrained in me then. Maintenance back then too, some of the jobs at like the hospital, and some of those tests you have to pass just to be a maintenance individual at a hospital for medical knowledge. Most of y'all couldn't pass. Even if you're in your 40s, you couldn't pass them. I got so many different areas of backgrounds of like knowledge that from just working, yeah, you'd have to have access to my Social Security, like what jobs I had back then and stuff. So that paid into Social Security, which was every job I had back then. And yeah, yeah. Anyways, I'm making the video a little long and I'm getting kind of pointless here, so I've always been this smart. I just don't have a pinched nerve to my cerebral brainstem. Actually, I'm smarter than most people could comprehend. They just see a dopey little punk when they see me, but all those jobs gave me a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge. Besides that, schooling, I'll leave that for some other day. I kind of posted on Facebook some of the schooling they gave me and stuff. But, yeah. I'm the guy that found, or that they used the idea of for Microsoft. Okay, it wasn't the original, but the one they still use to this day. I call it the original from me, meaning it's my original idea that they're using still to this day, all the way back from like 86. They started using it, about 86. The whole layout of is still my idea. Well, I mean, not trying to say it's bad or good thing, just stating. So, one of the things I asked for, besides security from a distance, so that no one knew I had it, so if they commit a crime, they can get in trouble. Basically is why I chose it that way. I knew I wasn't going to break any law. But I asked for additional funding, like, for the school I'm at, which was Southfield Elementary, so that it would stand as well educated for teachers and all. And I cut that a few years back, though. I because people were being really rude and disrespectful and serious. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll just cut that. Yeah, and there was a few other twists and turns with it, with the Southview Elementary, but I didn't ask for anything other than those 3, 4, 5 different items. And they did follow through with it all. I'll just leave it at that. Alright, too long of a video. Y'all have a wonderful day or night. Toodaloo. Today's date is 5/26/2025. So May 26th, Monday. Toodaloo. And this is the area upon which, under my parents' deck and steps leading up to their main door, that I had filled in today.